All right, I got my new phone today that I ordered. Took a couple weeks to get here. It was a lot faster than I thought coming from China. It's a company called Blackview, not popular in the United States, but it is in Asia and basically everywhere else except North America. The model is the BV9500 Pro. I've already opened it and set it up. It comes with your standard stuff. It's a USB-C type charger. Comes with some headphones, some adapters, instruction booklets. The more uncommon things that came with the phone, you can see there's little antenna for the two-way radio part feature on this phone. I'll show it to you a little bit later. Has a micro USB to USB-C adapter. This is great because I already have chargers for my vehicles and stuff, and this also works for data transfer. I hooked it up to my computer, which drivers find on Windows fine. You can communicate with it. And then a little tool for taking the phone apart and accessing where the SIM card and stuff goes in the back. It's like a little flathead screwdriver, so if you lose this, it's not like you can't access it. You unscrew the two screws, pop it off, and you have SIM card 1, SD card, SIM card 2. I only have one SIM right now. It's my Cricket SIM, and I put my SD card in there. Shipped via DHL Express International. This thing's really big. I'm sure you could already tell just looking at it. But to give you a comparison, here's a Baofeng radio with the extended battery and my wife's S7 Active. I'll hold the phone here. I'm using my old phone, the Kyocera Duraforce, the wide angle. But I mean, you can see the difference with how just side by side there, and I'll try to set this back up. But this Blackview phone is very thick. It's very heavy duty, but it's meant to be indestructible. If you found this video, you've probably already seen the ones from the manufacturer. I'm throwing it down waterfalls, stairs, running it over to excavators, putting it in the mud, freezing it, all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It had 97% battery when I set it up at 1600 when I got home from work, and it's 2200 now, and it says it has 70% battery, and it looks like I left this app right here. Since this app was open, so I can show you, there is a port at the top of the phone to attach this radio antenna it comes with. I think this type of connector is a SMA male, and you thread it on there. Snugs down, and this app, I'm going to go into more detail with this app, but there's a push to talk button on the side, and you use it like a walkie-talkie or a ham radio, depending on the power setting you have it on. You can put it down so it's usable on the family radio service, so you don't have to have a ham license for it. But so, I made a little list. This list looks big, but it's not really that big of the little issues I've noticed in the first 6 hours or so of me using this. Well, it's been exactly 6 hours. One of the things is it tends not to sense when I'm typing. I tend to miss the space bar a lot. It could just be because of my callous fingers, but like I'll be typing, tends to miss the space bar. Figures. I typed that time and it came out right. But it could just be because of my fingers. The keyboard might need to readjust to my hand. It doesn't have a built-in weather application. I downloaded AccuWeather and I got it as something that stays up in my toolbar for now. Most phones have like a clock and weather widget that's built in just to give you a simple, hey, what the temperature is outside wherever you are. Stuff like that. This Google bar up here, I can't take it off. It's not like a widget where you like long press on it and you could remove it from the screen. I can't find it anywhere in the settings yet on to remove it, which I don't like. Also, the Google Assistant, I don't use that. I would like to turn it off. I don't know if you can. The charger adapter that comes with it, because it's not really a US marketed phone, is for plugs that are, in Europe, Middle East, Asia and stuff. Not a big deal to me. I have so many other chargers, but could be to you, because I'm assuming this is the most efficient charger for charging this. So I guess you could get an adapter, but it'd probably be huge. This phone does have wireless charging on it. It doesn't work with my wireless chargers because they're old. I'm going to try to get a new one to make sure that there isn't a problem with my phone. And then the last thing is this happens on all phones, there were some preloaded applications that couldn't be disabled. For example, like the built-in browser, I use Firefox. There's an app called File Manager, and then there's another one that's called Files that doesn't even show up in the apps menu, but it shows on the installed menu in the settings. I don't know why you need two of them. Anyway, there's a app called Notes, not to be confused with like the Keep Notes through Google. You can't take that one off. Don't know why. This app Music, I don't listen to music on my phone. If I do, I stream it. I don't really have a need for that. Not like it takes up a lot of space, but I usually don't like to have things on the phone that I don't need. Program called Cell Broadcast. That is a program that does like the weather alerts, Amber alerts, stuff like that, so you can't take it off the phone. There's one that shows up just in the options or the setup menu that's called Launcher 3. That shows like a home button. What that's for is it's this little bar at the bottom, so you can't disable it, because I was wondering, I'm like, what's this bloat? But you need it for this because there's no tactile buttons. So it's like an application that runs on the top of everything, similar to like Facebook Messenger, how it's got the little bubbles that will go over all apps. It works like that. And then the last one is called Toolbox. Probably will end up using it. It's got a bunch of apps here: sound meter, compass, flashlight, bubble level, picture hanger, heart rate, height measure, magnifier, alarm, plumb bob, protractor, pressure. Uses like all the different sensors and stuff on the phone. They figure people who are working and stuff like that will probably use it in their job. I'll go a little more in depth in a different video later on after I learn more about those, as well as doing a more in-depth video just on the two-way radio app and how it uses, how it works, how it performs. But I'm real happy with it so far. It's big. I don't care about that. I didn't really go over like all the features of the buttons and stuff, because I figured, again, if you found this video, you're just looking for more information of like people using it. So what I'm going to do also on top of the more in-depth on the app videos soon is I'm going to do like a 1 week follow-up. Might not be right at 1 week, a 1 month follow-up, a 6 month follow-up, and say, hey, I had this go good with the phone. I had this go bad, if anything bad. And I'm not easy on my phone. I work in the water utility industry, so my phone's constantly wet. I drop it downstairs, step on it. I got kids who throw it, so I doubt I'm going to break it after seeing the test videos. But hopefully this was helpful for you.